Newly sworn-in Ombudsman Jesus Crispin Remulla promises to hit the ground running as he takes on the tough task of cleaning up government anomalies. With many high-stake cases on his plate, Remulla says he's ready to leave no stone unturned in pursuing justice. Luisa Erispe tells us more.
Former Justice Secretary Jesus Crispin Remulla has officially taken his oath as the new ombudsman of the country. Accompanied by his wife, Remulla took oath before Acting Chief Justice Marvic Leonen at the Supreme Court, or SC. But even though Remulla has yet to take over his position tomorrow, he already began by vowing to prioritize the investigation on the anomalous flood control projects. This was also what Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. had discussed with him upon his appointment.
Sabi niya nga, ayusin natin itong gusot na to. Kasi nga, it's a mess. Itong nangyari ito, it's a mess, di ba? Kailangan ayusin natin to. We have to figure out how to get out of this as a better country. Ang unahin ko, I think that this is an emergency situation pagdating sa nangyari sa DPWH. I think that we have to concentrate on that, do case build-up, and make sure that a very well-prepared case or cases are filed before the Sandigan Bayan and the RTCs.
But unlike what is expected of Remulla, he assured a speedy investigation on the issue. With the pieces of evidence the Department of Justice has already acquired under his administration, Remulla said it is possible that within a few weeks after his presumption of office, cases will be filed before the Sandigan Bayan.
Alamang yan, within the next few weeks, pag nag-file kami, ready kami for trial. So, PI na lang yan, preliminary investigation na lang. Pero tuloy-tuloy yan. Ang timeline niya, syempre, on the evidence pa rin eh. Pero marami na naman kami nakukuha na evidence.
When asked if these cases will already include senator and contractors already included in the investigation, he did not answer directly. However, he said everything will be based on the pieces of evidence.
Wala ho tayong sinisino rito. Kung mataas man o mababa, pero sisiguraduhin natin yung ebidensya nakatuon pag-file natin ang kaso. So kahit mataas yan, kahit umabot na senador yan, kung saan maabutin yan, gagawin natin.
So sir, kahit kamag-anak po ng Pangulo na talaga po sa iyo?
Wala naman tayong choice dito, yun ang ebidensya. Pwede ba natin i-deny ang ebidensya? Kung merong ebidensya, yun ang talagang hamon sa atin dito to produce the evidence.
Aside from flood control projects, Remulla also plans to reopen the Formalin scandal or the anomalous procurement of medical supplies during the pandemic. Back at the 18th Congress, the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee has filed cases before the Ombudsman on the said issue, some of which went to trial before the Sandigan Bayan. But when asked if reopening this may include former President Rodrigo Duterte on the issue, Remulla answered,
Hanggang saan nga tayo abutin ang ebidensya, doon tayo tuturo. Hindi ko pa alam eh. Actually, hindi ko sinundan masyado yan, yung hearings na yan. Pero of course, kapag uusapan yan, sa ibang mga forum na nakasama ako, syempre, we are aware of what happened in so many ways. Ang responsibility niyan will always depend on the evidence. Lagi evidence yan. Parang nalimutan na naibaon sa limot, pero hindi dapat makalimutan talaga itong mga ganitong kaso.
Remulla was also asked if it is true that one of his first agenda as the ombudsman is to open the SALN of Vice President Sara Duterte. Remulla said not only the Vice President but all other government officials, but of course with safeguards. Luisa Erispe from the National TV for a new and better Philippines.